Hello and welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for Cancer. I'm Julia Mijas.
And I'm Jamie Kale Miller. Well, Cancer, if this is your sun sign and not your rising sign, your annual mop-up period is coming up soon. It begins 30 days before your birthday, and it's the best time of the whole year to get clear of the old stuff from the previous year and get ready for the new year to come in. It's also a really great time to schedule your annual birthday reading, and if you want to do that, you'll find a link in the description below. Well, the big news right now, especially about finance, is that Ceres is going retrograde this month, in the middle of the month, May 14th. And Ceres is the asteroid goddess to do with money, finance, security, all those kind of things that keep us grounded in the world. And when Ceres goes retrograde, it puts us on a financial retrospection journey, which lasts several months. It's going to last until August is mostly done. Now, this is happening in your seventh house, which is the domain of relationships. So it's really going to impact you the most strongly in your relationships, which includes close friendships as well as partnerships that you may have. So now there are a couple of thoughts that are linked to this. One is that the sun is the ruler of your second house, and it's traveling through the 11th house until May 20th. And because of that, you might feel like you want to spend your money on your friends. You might want to splurge on your friends, especially during the new moon, May. And so it's really important to not do anything that you regret in the way of spending money on your friends, especially if you expect to get it back. If you can spend it and not worry about it ever coming back, then that should be fine. Now, Saturn is the ruler of your seventh house, which is the domain of relationship, and Ceres is there. And Saturn is traveling through your ninth house for a couple of years. It's on a couple of years journey to teach you things about how you connect with people who make you grow because they are from a different cultural background. So my message for you is, if you are in a partnership or a relationship with somebody who is from an expressly different background from yourself, and you go into this financial retrospection period, and you're thinking a lot about the monies, that are in the relationship between you, then you need to be aware that Saturn is teaching you lessons for like a 2.5 year period, and it's in the middle of that, about the limitations of these kinds of relationships. So finding the balance, basically the work for you to do here is to find the balance between being flexible with your partner and asserting yourself. So this is a practice really for the next year, and that will help your relationship to improve. And Ceres can help if you conduct yourself, fairly around money while Ceres is retrograde. One last thing I want to add is that lovely Venus is traveling through your 11th house until May 23rd, and that's going to be a wonderfully social time. It might really invite you to splurge, on your friends financially, but at the very least, it should be fun and pleasant and pleasurable and just really a really great time hanging out with friends. Hey, Julia, what's up with career for the Cancers out there?
So much going on in your career, Cancer. We've got a full house in your 10th house. That is the house of career. Let's break it down. We've got Mars, the planet of action, activity, and drive in this house. So you're super driven at your job. Wherever we have Mars is where we get energized. You're energized by your job right now. You are capable of a lot of hard work. Now, Mars is very independent. It's got a little bit of a my way or the highway. The 10th house does rule your boss too. So, be a little cautious that you don't rub people the wrong way at your job either. We also have Mercury in there for the first half of the month. Mercury represents your mind. It is the planet of mental activity. So this is a fabulous time for really putting your mind to your work. It's great for strategizing, writing, speaking. If you have to do any public speaking, the first half of the month is a great time to do it with Mercury here. And then finally, that wonderful full moon on May 23rd is going to be taking place in your sixth house. Now, the moon rules you, Cancer. So you really feel those new moons and full moons and, oh my God, eclipses really, really strongly. But having this really very lucky, very nice full moon in the sixth house is a work house. It represents your work environment, the people you work with, clients, customers, coworkers. And this full moon, since they're relational, could involve the people that you're working with, sort of closing up some kind of cycle, finishing up some sort of project at your job. And since it's such a nice looking full moon, I think things are going to go pretty well.
Find our site at pandoraastrology.com to get a reading with one of us, and find us on Patreon for workshops and classes. And we'll see you around the cosmos.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.